What's up, Taiwan? I'm James Chater with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. We begin in Taiwan, where police are investigating a military truck accident outside Taipei that killed a mother and her 6-year-old daughter. The pair were on their way to school when the truck hit their scooter. The 6th Army Command says it's cooperating with the police and will punish those responsible. John Van Trieste reports.
A fatal moment captured on CCTV. A military truck on a supply run just outside Taipei takes a turn. But just at the edge of the camera's field of vision, there's a sudden collision. The truck hit a mother and daughter on a scooter, killing them both. They were on their way to a kindergarten. Local police have seized the truck and are reviewing its dash cam footage to find out what caused the accident. They're also investigating the driver.
In
recent months, Taiwan's military has had several mishaps and accidents on base and during training exercises. But it's unusual for these incidents to involve civilians.
第6军团非常难过，也抱歉啊。目前已经指派单位的高阶干部先到医院来慰问家属，那后续会配合警方的调查，厘清肇事的原因以及后续的事故处理。
The military says it's reviewing regulations, and all those found responsible, from the driver to the commanding officers, could face punishment. Patrick Chen and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
4 soldiers have been injured after an anti-tank weapon accidentally went off during a live fire inspection in Hsinchu, in the country's north. The wounded were sent to hospital, but none of the injuries were serious. The Defense Ministry has suspended live fire testing and inspections. An investigation has been launched. German lawmakers visiting Taipei say China will pay a, quote, enormous price if it invades Taiwan. The cross-party group is on a 4-day trip to the country and is the second German delegation to visit this month. Human rights are a focus of the group, with the delegation's head calling for a moratorium on executions in Taiwan. But the biggest warning was sounded on Beijing's expansionism.
Natürlich besteht die Gefahr, dass China, wenn sie erstmal Taiwan erobert hat, weitere Eroberungen macht. Wir müssen hier einen Imperialismus feststellen, den China an den Tag legt, der viel an die europäische Kolonialzeit des 19. Jahrhunderts erinnert. Deshalb muss man China schnell stoppen.
A Ukrainian lawmaker has thanked Taiwan for its support of Ukraine, saying Taiwan is now viewed as an ally of the war-torn country. Kira Rudik is in Taiwan for the Global Assembly of the World Movement for Democracy. She serves on Ukraine's Committee on Digital Transformation. She says she hopes to learn about Taiwan's advanced security systems, which could help Ukraine combat Russian cyber attacks.
We know your support. We hear it, we see it, we feel it. And this matter, hearing some dictators saying, oh, maybe you should stay away, is just ridiculous. Because they want us to stay away. And they want that we will not.
Hong Kong pro-democracy activist and publisher Jimmy Lai has been found guilty on 2 counts of fraud. A Hong Kong court has ruled that Lai concealed the fact that other companies had worked out of the offices of Apple Daily, the pro-democracy newspaper he founded. It stopped printing last year amid a crackdown on media freedom in the city. Lai is already serving a 20-month sentence for taking part in pro-democracy protests in 2019. He's also awaiting trial on charges brought under the territory's sweeping national security law. Taiwan marked Cleaning Team Day on Tuesday, calling attention to the hazardous conditions faced by the country's 30,000 people working in garbage disposal. As Rick Glatt reports, accidents caused by exploding trash are on the rise.
A city garbage truck caught on fire. Caused, rubbish collectors say, by a battery thrown out with the daily refuse.
这其实蛮危险，因为我们在我们的站置区啊，我们曾经就有发生过电池爆炸的问题。我们场内有热显像，它就有做一个追踪，我们快点及时灭火，不然一旦烧起来那个整个会是一个蛮严重的。
In Taiwan, residents themselves throw their trash into trucks that drive through the neighborhoods each day. And over the recent Mid-Autumn Festival weekend, garbage collectors found nearly 400 gas canisters, causing explosions and injuring staff. Accidents like these, caused by incorrectly discarded combustible items, are on the rise in the country. It's not the only hazard faced by those in the industry. A worker falling to his death from the back of a truck has also prompted some local governments to tighten their precautions, including implementing the use of safety ropes.
对，很麻烦，一定会多了一道工序的，一道手续。
就是要命就不要怕麻烦。
对。
By declaring a National Cleaning Day, the Environmental Protection Administration is encouraging citizens to be diligent about properly separating their garbage to protect workers, and reminding them of a nearly $200 fine for failing to do so. The authorities want to draw attention to a risky industry that employs 30,000 people, whose work is often taken for granted. Taiwan and Rick Lowett for TaiwanPlus.
More than 100 cyclists from Taiwan and abroad have completed a 200-kilometre ride to raise money for LGBTQ charities. As Rick Lowett found out, the largest event of its kind in the region is gaining momentum.
When Alex Chen was growing up in central Taiwan's Taichung city, communities like this one weren't visible. Now he's among more than 100 LGBTQ people and allies who gathered in Taipei for Asia's largest queer cycle ride.
对我的生活最直接的影响就是我会觉得自己变得更健康、更强壮了。但更长远的影响是，我觉得它让我看到一个以前觉得不可能实现的梦想被实现了。
109 cyclists biked more than 200 kilometers over 3 days, climbing 1,000-meter high mountains and battling wind and rain, all to raise money for LGBTQ charities. Now in its third year, the Asia Rainbow Ride is part of Taiwan Pride celebrations, back in full swing this year as Taiwan finally reopens borders after more than 2 years of strict COVID controls. Taiwan is often described as the most LGBTQ-friendly place in Asia. The Pride Parade taking place in the capital later this month is the largest in the region. Organisers say that this cycle ride is about bringing the rainbow celebrations out of the city and into the countryside, bringing greater visibility to the community and getting more people involved in Pride events. After a decades-long push, Taiwan made history in 2019 to become the first country in Asia to legalise same-sex marriage. And polls show attitudes towards LGBTQ citizens improve each year. But the community still faces stigma and discrimination, particularly in more rural places.
LGBT people are everywhere in the world, and so it's not that they're not in every corner of the world. It's just that we need to show our visibility and so that we can be stronger.
For the cyclists, it's a chance to be true to themselves in a community of people like them. An opportunity that is not afforded to many LGBTQ people in Asia.
I think it's great that Taiwan is making its name throughout the world. Being able to hold a big event like this, Asia Rainbow Ride, even though it's only taking place in Taiwan, I do hope this spreads.
Taiwan is leading its neighbours in LGBTQ rights in Asia, and the Rainbow Riders believe sporting events like this one can further push that cause. Taiwan and Rick Lowett in Taipei for TaiwanPlus.
One of the last masters of a special Taiwanese art form has died at the age of 96. Chen Zifu painted movie posters by hand. He created over 5,000 posters during his career and was considered a national treasure. Chen retired from painting in 1994 and was honoured for his work at the 2006 Golden Horse Awards, the Oscars of Chinese language cinema. His pieces were featured in a light show on Taiwan's presidential office earlier this month. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, we leave you with images from the annual zombie bike ride in the US state of Florida. I'm James Chater, take care and see you next time.